So what we are saying here is, whenever a user enter any username and password, now they have entered their username and password. What system will do at the back end? It will verify the credentials like username and password. Then it will try to see what all are the list of the access groups that are available. So when a person logged in, that is with the help of operator ID and credentials. What is meant by operator ID? Guys, what is meant by operator ID?
User ID.
Yes, operator is nothing but the username or a credential that is used to log into Pega Designer Studio. Okay, so I have almost more than 10 access groups here. Then how the system will know which access group need to be displayed for me? So here I have so many access groups, but it is pointed to onboarding application. That's why by default it will display my onboarding application. Now what I am going to do is, yesterday we have created one claims application, right? So for my operator ID, I am going to add my claims application. And I am selecting this as a default application. Now save. See, when I logged in now, it has given onboarding application. Let me log off and re-log in now. Can anyone tell me which application it will display for me?
Clients only. Access.
Any reason it will display claims?
We make it as a default.
Yes. So if you see on my screen on the top, it is displaying me claims. This is how the login mechanism works. Okay. In claims, how it is displaying the Designer Studio, not only App Studio? Because if I open my application access group, in the access group, I have made developer portal as a default portal here. For all of you, by default, it will be Express Studio. That's the reason whenever you logged in for the first time, it is displaying App Studio. If you want to switch it to Designer Studio, make it to developer as a default selection here, and then save your access group. Okay. Yesterday we have created our application. After creating our application, it might have created so many rules. Now let's go and open the application definition and see what all the rules it has created. During our initial class, we have discussed there are two types of application. What is that? Framework application and implementation application. Can anyone just help me understand what is meant by framework application and what is meant by implementation application?
Framework is designed to reuse. Implementation is used for one purpose.
Yes. So if you are building your framework application, it can be used for the future or reusability purpose, which means using this, other people can extend their own design. It's like a common application. Whereas implementation means implementing for our own purpose or extending the existing application. Extending the existing application, which means already some features are available. We are going to use that features and extending our application for our own purpose. That is called implementation. So what is meant by this built-in application? Which means our claims application is depending on this theme Cosmos. What is meant by this theme Cosmos? This is the Pega given platform where we are using all those capabilities. We are not again building all those skins. What is the skin? As like as we are having our skin color, skin tone, what we see, we use so many soaps, colors to beautify our skin. In similar way, whatever the application that we are going to develop, those all can be beautified by using this concept called skin. Okay, so those are, that is called skin rule. Remember these names, and then on the right side you can see application rule sets. For now, just try to remember the definition. Once we get started, you will understand what is my rule set, what is this version. If you remember, yesterday we are discussing about the application versioning 01010101. Okay. I have one more question here. When I write these lines, what are these three components? Major,
Major patch.
major, minor, patch. Very good. So these are the three components of the any version in Pega. Okay. Patch means those are just a label or cosmetic small changes. Minor means fewer enhancements of the code. Major means the majority part of the application has been changed. Okay. We have two types of versions. One is application version and the second one is rule set version. Okay. To test your basic skills, this might be your interview question. They might asking you. It is not a guaranteed question, or there is no rule that everyone will ask this question, but someone will ask you. Even I do ask so many people. The application version can be like this. It is separated by a dot. Okay. Rule set version will be separated by hyphen. Now let me observe application. This is our application version. See, team Cosmos is, which is 03.01. If you see the rule set, these are separated by hyphen. Clear, guys? Now, application version will be differentiated by dot. Rule set version will be differentiated by hyphen. Okay. Now, what are the other components have? It have add components. What is will be component? So there are some third-party services available. For example, I am uploading one PDF to my application. I want to see the application. I want to do changes to the application without downloading that PDF. For that, there are some third-party components available. So we will directly plug them. Example is, you purchase your mobile. After purchasing your mobile, you are installing some other apps, right? Those are called third-party apps. In similar way, once we build a developer application, we can use other company or other third-party components. Those are called component. So we are not going to write any code. We are just dumping them into our application. That is called component. So this is just your application URL. Okay. We already discussed what is our building blocks of Pega. So again, I will just take 2 to 5 more minutes. We'll explain that and we'll start creating rules now. Can anyone tell me what are the building blocks of Pega?
Property, section, flow action.
Property, section, flow action. So first we will create property. What is a property? Property is a variable which will store
Display and transfer the data.
Capturing.
So first we will create a property, right? And then we will create, what is the next one? Section. And then followed by
Flow action.
Flow action.
these all will be embedded into
Flow.
Flow.
Okay, these are basic building blocks of a Pega. If you want to design any application in Pega, You will be depending on these 4 building blocks. I'm repeating again. In Pega, we have 4 building blocks. Those are property, section, flow action, flow. What is a property and what is the use of this one? Property is a like variable in any other kind of programming languages. In our Pega, property is an element which is used to store some data or to display some data. Section is the one which will hold all these properties. You want to see something on screen, right? Then in that scenario, that is possible with the help of the section. Let me show you one small example here. So if you see my screen, I'm trying to onboard a customer, right? There, I'm capturing that person basic details like first name, last name, what is their email ID, what is their date of birth. To capture those things, we need properties. Okay, see my screen. This is called a property. To capture this info or to display this info, I need one property. And what is meant by section? These all properties are displaying on the screen. That screen is called section. Okay. What is meant by this flow action? The flow action means that is responsible to display all these sections that we created. And what is meant by flow? Flow is nothing but it's a diagrammatic representation or flow chart. Flow chart representation of the all these flow actions using some assignment shapes. We'll learn what are those shapes. Now let's move to our application and create few rules. As I told already, you guys have to remember all the category names. Can anyone tell me what is the full form of PRBC?
Pega rules processed commander.
Yes, very good. Pega rules process commander. So these are the records category types that we need to remember. Again, I'm repeating, for the lifetime in a Pega developer life, you are going to work on these all categories. If you don't remember these names, you will be in trouble. If you remember these names, it will be very useful. Example, I'm saying we are going to create property. Then property belongs to which category? This property belongs to data model category here. Okay. Take pen and paper and write all this. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 categories. Try to take some 10 minutes today. Take all these 15 names and write down on a pen and paper. Okay, that is a homework for today. Now let's move to our App Studio, App Explorer. Now we are going to create some rules. How to create rule? You can see the leaf symbol. This is called class. Whenever we create any application, we showed already, it will create 4 rule sets. What kind of 4 rule sets? What is this axis and what is this claim? Axis is the organization name that we have created while creating the application. Claims is the application name that we have given while creating the application. Okay. If I show you that we have gone to create new application, and from there we have given organization name as the axis and the application name as the claims, right? We went to advanced configuration and then we have given here as claims and we given here as the axis, right? If you see on my screen, this is what we are seeing: axis, claim, work. Axis, claim, work. This will be an interview question. They will ask you, tell me your class structure. Okay, you need to remember this, your application. Not this one, whatever that you are going to keep it in your resume. Just right, keep your mouse here. Right click on this one. Okay. You need to use your mouse. Don't use your keypad touch. It will be confusing. For the first few days, use your mouse. Keep your mouse here. Right click and select create data model and then followed by property. Okay. I'll use screenshot also. You are going to create a property. Don't practice while I am telling here. Practice after class. So I am creating this property to capture the first name of the person. Sorry, I need to give screenshot, right? First name, create and open. And then remember, once we created the property, only while creating, we can change this property type. When you are creating any rule, we need to understand these are called tabs. Remember this terminology, this general, advanced, specification, history, these all are called as tabs, TAB tab, okay? How we have Google Chrome tabs on top here like this. Those all are called as tabs. So once you create the property for the lifetime, we cannot change this text type. What is my property type? It means what kind of data it is going to display or hold. What is the purpose of property that we are creating? The purpose is to store some data or to display some data. Then what kind of data is possible? Like it might be text, it might be integer, or it might be a password, or it might be a checkbox. Those are all the things. It might be a date property, or it might be a true or false checkbox property. Those are all kind of things. Okay. For now, just remember this one only. Single value. We'll learn about all this in later upcoming classes. Okay. We have three types of properties here: single value, multiple value, group of values. Okay. Just remember single value today, which means which will hold only one value at a time. That is called single property. It can be of date, date time, decimal like 1.0, 2.0, 1.15, 3.45 like that. Double mean which is having longer in length. By default, which will give 256 characters. If you want to increase that length, you can select that. This is double one. Identifier like combination of alphanumeric A123, B145 like this. Integer means purely numbers. It's a password which will store, which will display like hashing. Text, it is plain text. It can accept any, it might be number, special character, words, letters, strings, whatever it might be. It can be text. Text encrypted, which means it will not display direct text, it will store with the encryption format, like time of the day, true or false, like checkbox. These are the single value property types we have. While creating the property, we need to use this option. Once we use this one and we done here, save, then we don't have the option to change this property type again. Let me save and show you. See, now we don't have this option. We have all the rest of the options. Okay. So that's why while creating the property, you need to make sure what kind of property you are going to create. Now, one more thing. Let me show you one more. Enable check-in and checkout. What is the check-in and checkout? We'll understand later, but first now just follow this one. Check-in and checkout. Open the rule set here. Okay. Go to security tab and then use this option. Save. If you see now, I will just refresh this one. You will see symbol, lock symbol here. Can you see this now? We'll understand what is this lock symbol. Now I'm going to create one more property with the name called last name. Same. Right click here. Okay. You can do another way also. You can create from here from action button. For now, just follow the same process. Create data model, property, and then last name. If anyone asks you, property belongs to which category? What will your answer? Property belongs to which category?
Data model.
Data model.
Data model.
Guys, 17 people are there. Only 1 and 2 are responding. Okay. Now we have created. After creating properties, just place your mouse here and just press enter. So it will refresh. It will show the properties that you have created. Okay. We can cross verify the properties that we created. We have created 2 properties. Those are first name and last name. Okay. Now, after creating property, what is our next building block?
Section.
Yes.
Section.
We need to create section. So to create sections, same, right click on your class name and then go to the create and then user interface, from there section. I will give the name as personal details. Then click on create and open. After creating this, just convert this into full section editor. Okay. In the section, what are the different options we have? In a section, we have design tab and then history tab, pages and class, settings, HTML. So if you have some HTML code, if you want to display on the screen, those also can be used here. For now, we'll go with the design tab. Okay. In the design tab, the right side, these are all the options. Structural, data capture, picker, action, data display. These are all called UI controls. I'm repeating again. Remember this name. I will be asking question multiple times on this one. Structural, data capture, picker, action, data display. These are all called as UI control. What is meant by UI control? If you remember the property, while creating the property, it is asking property type. It is also asking for UI control, which means in the user interface, what is the format, how it is going to be displayed to the user. Is it like a box, or is it like a text box? Is it like a checkbox, or a drop down, radio button, multi-selection? What kind of user control? That is called user control. So to embed a property into the section, we need to use UI control. I'm repeating again. We have created our property. Then the created property should be embedded into section. Then how to embed the section? To embed the section, we have different options. The first possibility option is we can drag this one into place it here. How to drag? Keep your mouse. We have see here some 6 dots. Whenever you place your mouse on the name, it will display thumb icon, finger icon here. But if you move your mouse to this 6 dots, it will display plus icon. Once the plus icon is appearing, then hold your mouse left part and drag it like this. You can see yellow color, not outside. If you drop the outside, you will see not symbol. But if we are moving inside this layout, and it is showing in the yellow color, then after coming this color, just leave your mouse. It will be sitting inside this layout. That's it. Let me show you once again. Okay. To drag this one, keep your mouse here. Whenever see this icon, hold your left click of your mouse and drag it here. Just leave it when it is coming yellow color. Now, the another way is include what is the type of this one? This is text input. That is, we are capturing data. So it is available under data capture. Down click on this arrow mark and then from there select the text input. Same option. Left corner of your mouse and drag it here. Now we need to call this property here. How to call the property? To call the property, double click this icon. It is called configuration. Open this property and then just refer the property that we created. What is the property that we created? Whenever you see this icon, this blue color icon, which means drop down. So just place your mouse and press down arrow. It will display all the list of the items that are available. Now the last name. Submit and save. This is our section, personal data section. Okay. Okay. After creating section, what is our next rule?
Flow action.
Flow action.
Flow action belongs to which category? Flow action belongs to process category. Create, process, followed by flow action. Whenever I am creating any rule, only for the first time, I will use a navigation. From next time, I will just use a flow, any rule screenshot only, not the navigation. Okay. I will give the same name, personal details. Every one of you are getting one question. How to give this name? Can anyone answer how to give this name? So, for what purpose we are going to this flow action? What is the purpose of this section? To capture personal details. That's why I given name as personal details. Even my flow action also to display same personal details. That's why I am creating with the name personal details. So while creating any rule, you just need to understand for what purpose we are creating this rule. That's it. Okay. What is meant by this blue color symbol here? It's
Drop
a
down.
drop down. Place your mouse there and just press down arrow. It will display our section name. So if you see, initially we have created our property and then we have created section and now we are creating flow action. After creating flow action, we need to create our flow. Flow belongs to which category? Flow also
Process.
belongs to
Process.
process category. I will give same name here, personal details. Or I will give collect data. Now I need to call my flow action inside this flow with the help of assignment shape. We have separate class for that one. What is this assignment shape? What is this draft mode? Everything I tell you. For now, just follow this. Okay. This is called outgoing connector. In a flow, the flow action will be called on the outgoing connector. So what you need to do is just double click on this line. Okay. And then here you need to select the available flow action. This is our flow action. Submit. We can copy and paste the same name here. This is just for the display purpose only. Okay. Submit. Open the outgoing connector and call our flow action and submit. Then save the rule. Okay. Submit. Okay. flow action and go to process tab. Okay. Go to process tab. Okay, no need here. Stop it. Now after this, okay, after saving this, it will look like this. So what you need to do is check out the flow and do the following changes. Go to process tab. To get this checkout and check-in, you need to enable the rule check-in checkout. I will explain what are all this importance of check-in checkout, but just for now, just follow this one. Okay. After doing checkout, enable this option. Okay, do this. And then change this work parties also. These two, select this one. Now save the rule and run the flow from action button from right side top. Okay, see, I'm saving my rule and then run this from actions here. See, if I don't enable this one, you will not get run option here. Okay, I have already checked in, I'm getting this. See, this is what our button. This is what we created just now, right? We have created a property, we have created section, we have created flow action, and then we called our flow action inside this flow. So you all have to practice this one for tomorrow. Everyone, is this clear? Is there anyone who has not created your application?
I'm not created my application because yesterday I'm not available. So can you
Okay,
explain?
we'll connect you today later. We have you to create the application.
Okay, okay.
How about others?
Sir,
Sorry, go. Lakshman, you speaking something?
sir, my laptop memory is 4 GB, sir.
No, it's difficult for you to install the 4 GB.
Yes, sir.
It should be minimum
Process
8
very
GB.
slow, sir.
Sorry?
Process very slow, sir.
Obviously, so it should be minimum of 8 GB. 4 GB means it's very difficult for you to work. Still you can manage, but it's very difficult. I suggest to change your RAM minimum to 8 GB.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Anyone else? First of all, everyone install on your personal edition.
Yes, installed.
Okay. So you started creating the application.
Yes, sir.
You created.
Good. So just start practicing this one. I'll give the screenshots also. This is how daily what I do. So I'll teach in front of you. I'll do the development in front of you, and I will give you the screenshots also. I'll explain you each step by step, and then you need to follow the same. Okay. That's it. So tomorrow we'll understand what is this number, what is this everything, okay? What is first name, last name, what is this buttons? If I enter my name here, how can I see the entered data? These are all things we will work from tomorrow. Make sure guys, each and every class is dependent on one class. This is for the first week. Even if you miss the class also, I can cover all the class in one day. For the sake of understanding all of you, I'm just going very slowly. Any doubts till this class? Is it clear how to create the rules, how to create your application, how the login is working, how to log in into application? I have one small doubt. Can we log in into Pega without any username and password?
No.
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 Good.
No.
So you guys understand what is the importance of access group, how the access group important, what display the application, what is the portal, how the developer portal is coming. And remember all these things. So everyone may not be aware outside this. This you should be making as a some important things to make you separate from outside people. Just learn those concepts and remember. I suggest use pen and paper. Okay, using pen and paper will make you to remember the things that you are writing on the paper. Practice these things. Be interactive. Whenever asking, try to respond. Your answer might be right or wrong. I don't care of right or wrong. I always try to observe who are answering the questions. This will help you to crack your interviews very easily. If you are not answering now, even you are not able to crack the interview also. So try to respond. And remember, we have 4 building blocks: property, section, flow action, flow. So whatever the category rules I am seeing here, those all will be handled and used to manipulate data between all these 4 rules. That's it. That's why we have these 4 building blocks. Whatever the rule types that we are seeing here, those are will be used in any different ways to transfer data from one rule to another rule. Also remember the point, any application, not only in Pega, whatever the application that we are going to create, it is to handle some data. It might be displaying data or processing data or storing data, deleting data, any kind of process. At the end of the day, we are going to play with the data. How efficiently you are processing that data, our application performance will be depending on that one. Any doubts?